Hi, I'm Rebecca. I work in the Police Safeguarding Hub for Lincolnshire Police, and I work with Clare's Law applications and disclosures. Clare's Law is an opportunity that if you believe that your partner or your recent ex-partner has a history of abuse and that you could be at risk, you can request a Clare's Law for disclosure for any information that the police have. Clare's Law is also known as the Domestic Violence Disclosure Scheme, and it's available to anyone who's got concerns that their partner may be a risk to them. So you can apply for yourself, or you can apply on behalf of a friend or a family member if you've got concerns that they could be at risk. And don't worry, we keep you completely anonymous. The information, the disclosure, does only go to the person at risk. So if you are submitting something on someone's behalf, please be aware that information will not be shared with you directly. It is only on the website, and that's because the application form is on there, which has got lots of different questions that we need answering to make sure that we do identify the right people, both the person at risk, whether that's yourself or someone that you're concerned about, or the subject of the disclosure that you're applying about. So Clare's Law is not only for women. We're aware that domestic violence can affect anybody. So whether you identify as male, female or non-binary, then Clare's Law is for you. So when the application is made, it comes through to us in the Police Safeguarding Hub, where we make sure that we've got sufficient information in order to identify both the person at risk and the subject. Each application is individually risk assessed, because even though we do have a set time frame in which we respond to Clare's Law applications, which is 28 days, if we see that there is a potential for a greater risk, we do prioritise that to make sure the information gets to the person who needs it as quickly as possible. So on the application form, there's questions about the person at risk, their name, date of birth, address and contact details. That's to make sure that we can make contact with them if needed. Also details about the person that you're applying for. Again, name, date of birth, address. Also any of the addresses that you know they may have lived at, or any of the names that they may have been known as. We do ask for additional details that you may or may not be aware of, such as where the person was born, what their occupation is, but we also like to know about the relationship with the person at risk. What's the reason for putting in the application? What are the concerns that you have? If you've got concerns about someone's past and you're unsure about whether to submit a Clare's Law or a Sarah's Law, the information disclosed is the same under both schemes. So if we've got relevant information to you, whether it's about violent or sexual offences, we will make sure that it is disclosed to you regardless of which scheme you apply under. So Clare's Law is not a way to report crimes. So if you are experiencing domestic violence, or you're concerned that a friend or family member may be experiencing domestic violence, you do need to report that on 101 or via our online reporting form on the website. Obviously, if they're at immediate risk, you can contact 999. That being said, if when we are submitting a disclosure or giving a disclosure to the person at risk and they do disclose crimes to us, we can raise it from there.